TV, and I'm joined by my friends Jay and Brittany Hagey. It's Allon Planning Partners. Good morning.
Hello,
Good
Steve.
morning.
How are you?
How you doing?
Oh, doing well. Off to a fast-paced start this year. So, we've had, like you said, every season so far. We've had the ices and the floods, and summer's on its way. So, but here we are still, early February. So it's interesting.
It's an interesting start. And Brittany, how are you doing?
We're doing good, doing great, ready to roll this morning.
All right, so we've got a great topic, I think, and it's a very relative topic, and that is financial planning for couples.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we hear this even when people are going to get married and pre-marriage counseling, sort of thing. You got to work the finances out before you get
Better.
married, then even after the wedding. What do you guys say to that?
Oh man, money is such a difficult topic for a lot of folks. And it's something that we like to really discuss together as a couple. That's one thing unique about us is that, of course, Jay and I are married. We are independent fiduciary financial advisors, and we get to do this together as a couple. And so part of what we love doing is helping other couples navigate through how to plan for their financial future, how to pay down debt, how to make sure their spending plan is regulated and in place, and really determining how should I be allocated and how do we work together when it comes to all of that instead of independently, so that we can boost our financial situation and really help one another in working together rather than working as silos.
Right.
Because oftentimes when we do that, we end up really negating the other's gains, if that makes any sense, because we didn't plan properly for taxes, or maybe our investments counteract one another because they're not working together, they're working independently. So you got to really think through all these different categories if you want to make the most of what you've got as a household.
Right.
as
And
a couple.
what Brittany's really saying is we work through our own money fights and everyone else's
Yeah.
as well. Like, so
That's right.
we get, because here's the thing. Anytime you put two people in a room, you're going to have disagreement over money at some point in time.
Absolutely.
The way you spend it, you're going to have a spender, you're going to have a saver, you're going to have, I want to take high risk, I don't want to take any risk, and we have to work through that.
We had
in
a
our own
conversation
household.
this morning
Yeah.
in the car on the way here
We did,
about
actually.
a disagreement about how to spend some money. It's just a reality of life. But the key is that you're actually discussing
That's
it,
right.
like being willing to listen to one another and understand the other's perspective, and then be able to, even if you need someone like us, kind of, I don't want to use the word mediator, but that's oftentimes what we are,
That's
kind
right.
of mediating those conversations and really bringing them back to, okay, what's true? It's okay you feel that way. It's okay you feel that way. What's true? And what can really help us in the specifics and the asset allocation and how much you should be saving. And maybe if you need to be spending less, maybe we need to be the bad guy and bring that up. Or,
spending plans.
we'll be that. We'll be that in your situation to ensure that you are on the right track as a couple.
Especially when it comes to comprehensive financial planning, because there's much more than just how you spend your money, right? It's how you invest your money.
Yeah.
It's how much money you're going to end up paying in taxes, because whether you file married or file separately or whatever that looks like, it's how your estate plan looks. We work with a lot of couples that are from blended families, and we have to say, how does this side of the family get allocated and this side of the family get allocated if something were to happen to the one or two of you, right? And so there's a lot that goes into comprehensive planning that's more than just about how we're spending money, which that's difficult enough sometimes. But there's many, many pieces that we want to talk with couples about when they come in for financial
And one of
planning
the
advice.
biggest things is ensuring that both parties, both spouses, are at minimum informed about the whole of their financial situation. Because so much of what we see, almost all of the time, is that one of the two in the couple, in the household, manages everything. That's not a bad thing. Sometimes maybe they have a bent to do that. But the other at least needs to be involved and informed, because what happens is maybe that one who takes charge of all of those decisions, whether it be the male or the female, whichever spouse it is, if something happens to them, then the one left behind is like, I don't know what to do. How do I pay the mortgage? Where are my investments?
We've literally had people come in not know how to pay their mortgage bill because their spouse passed away.
And so we want to help prevent those types of experiences. We want you to be prepared. We want folks to have a whole understanding of their situation. Even if they, work together to make decisions, or even if one spouse makes maybe those investment decisions or allocation calls. The other should really know where things are. Passwords, like how to log
into bank
in and
accounts.
see and access accounts. So at minimum, be informed. You don't have to have your hands in everything, but at minimum, be informed. Especially for women, this is important because at one point in their lives, 95% of women will be in charge of their household finances.
Hear that, guys?
Whoa,
95%.
Don't leave your women high and dry by not inviting them into the process if you are the one managing. And the same goes for women. I work with a lot of women who are the one who manage their household finances. And so women, don't leave your spouses out either.
That's right.
Invite them in and work through it together. At least allow them to be informed.
Yeah, we're trying to give people resources is basically what we're doing. And one of the ways we're going to try to do a fun thing this month, being Valentine's month, we're going to host a couples seminar that is a dinner that come out and have a Valentine's dinner with Brittany and I, and let's talk about finances, right? So
it'll be fun. We're going to make it fun and
That
educational, informative.
sounds fun.
To help give some resources around how financial difficulties and financial questions surround couples in particular.
And if you're fighting over how much you should spend, we're going to cover dinner for you that night. So like
that'll help.
You don't have to worry about that.
Date night on us.
So yeah, we're doing
man.
that. We're doing that here locally. We're doing it right at Noodwa. So you can go to our website, allonplanning.com. That's ALLON planning.com. And we have an events tab. If you click on that events tab, you'll be able to look up this couples event that we're having, and it will fill up fast because we have limited seats. So
It always does.
if you hear this today on the radio, you're going to want to go and sign up because it may already be full. But we want to go ahead and get folks the invitation out
And you
there.
can register directly through our website there on that events page.
So they can go ahead and reserve their place. AllonPlanning.com. Just go to the events tab, and again, so what is the date on the seminar?
February 13th. It's the day before Valentine's Day, so I think that's a Tuesday.
Come on,
Yeah,
that's just, it is. That's just perfect.
So
This
it'll be
is
fun.
wonderful.
It'll be a lot of fun.
And it'll be a lot of fun. Dinners
A lot
on
of
the
good
Hageys.
information. That's right.
Dinners on the
Dinner
Hageys.
on
So
us.
Steve, you may want to sign up.
Well, hey, I mean, and really, can we do this every month or every week?
Yeah, there you go.
AllonPlanning.com, and go to the events portion of the website. Anything you want to add here about couples finances before we go?
Yeah, really, just to reiterate what Brittany said, you need to make sure that you have a strategy, and that's what we provide. You need a way forward. Whether you're an individual or a couple, you need to have a comprehensive financial plan. We're just hitting that a little hard because it's Valentine's Day. And so we understand that everyone's situation is unique and different. Everyone has different assets. Everyone has different liabilities. You want to make sure that you have a true comprehensive plan. If you only have an asset or just an investment vehicle, that's not a full comprehensive plan.
Right.
You need to know how you're going to get to the income in retirement. The number one fear is running out of money, through retirement. You need to make sure we can overcome that with a great income plan. You need to have a tax strategy to get through so you're not paying Uncle Sam too much money. And you need to make sure you have a great estate plan and a healthcare plan. If you're missing any one of those five, we would just encourage you to reach out to us. We would offer a complimentary consultation.
Wow.
Whether
No
you
pressure
can come
with
to this
us.
event on the 13th or not, maybe you already have a sweetheart deal planned for your significant other, but
maybe you don't.
Yeah, maybe you don't. But whether you do or not, you can call us at 423-315-1441, and we'd be glad to set up a one-on-one consultation or a couples consultation for you if you want to come straight to our office.
It's Love Month, and keep your love alive in that financial side. Jay and Brittany Hagey at Allon Planning Partners. Again, you can reach them by phone, 423-315-1441, or go to allonplanning.com. Go to the events tab. Sounds like a fun time, and these are fun people, I guarantee you. It is Jay and Brittany Hagey. There it is on our mixtv.tv right now, the beautiful website, allonplanning.com, and the key word there is planning. Have a plan. And
That's
we'll
right.
come. Thanks, guys. We'll come right back in just a moment.
Thanks, Steve.
Investment advisory services are offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The content provided is intended for informational and educational purposes only. The views, statements, and opinions expressed herein are those of the individual speakers and not necessarily those of Foundations and its affiliates. The information contained herein does not constitute an offer to sell any securities or represent an express or implied opinion or endorsement of any specific investment opportunity, offering, or issuer. Any discussion of performance or returns is not indicative of future results. Each individual investor's situation is different, and any ideas provided may not be appropriate for your particular circumstances. Foundations only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. Registration as an investment advisor is not an endorsement of the firm by securities regulators and does not mean the advisor has achieved a specific level of skill or ability. No legal or tax advice is provided. Always consult with a tax